During the time after World War II, there were numerous figures who rose to riches. I'm going to talk to you today about Anthony DeAngelis. He was an up-and-coming entrepreneur who started the Allied Crude Oil Refinery Corporation of Bennett, New Jersey. He started the company in November of 1955 with $500,000. He purchased an old petroleum storage center with around 160 tanks that were upwards of 50 feet high and converted the facility into a soybean and cottonseed oil refinery. His backwards logic was that the location was irrelevant if you were a good middleman. He made suckers out of a number of sophisticated banks, including American Express, with Allied Crude Oil Refining Corporation as his front. 2 days before Christmas 1963, he was indicted for the scandal after having filed for bankruptcy for his business in November. The business had to liquidate and was partially absorbed by another, sending a shockwave in the market. There was a maze of legal proceedings involving banks, import-export firms, commodity houses, insurance companies, wealthy privately held concerns, and even a warehouse subsidy of American Express. He was charged with transporting $40 million in forged warehouse receipts over the New Jersey-New York state line. The maximum penalty for these counts individually was 10 years in prison as well as a $10,000 fine. The FBI, Security Exchange Commission, and the Department of Agriculture were involved in the investigation of the crimes. The company was also in the cash market for soybean oil. There were 400 million pounds of soybean oil that was nowhere to be found. An independent surveyor had been hired upon its filing for bankruptcy to find of the 160 million pounds that should be there were 4 tanks. 2 of each were empty, and 1/3 of a half full was full, and another half full of water and soybean oil mixture. It was found that the brokerages involved violated the net capital rule that liabilities of the firm could not exceed 20 times its net capital. By February the 18th, Angelis was claiming an elaborate plot was behind the crimes. He was being conspired against, was his claim. He was cited twice during the proceedings for contempt of court, according to the New York Times. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison. In May of 1965, he pled guilty. He served 7 years of his 20-year sentence before being released. He had lived a time of false success with plenty of money and had to serve 7 years after a lengthy trial. That just shows that justice can be served. During this time, millions of dollars was a lot of money. People tend to only make a few dollars an hour. Correction. The common worker only made $1 something to about $2.70 an hour at the most usually. Correction. The common worker only made $1 something to about $2.70 an hour at the most usually.